What is up, people? Globerex here again, and without wasting much of your time, let's just dive right into it. How to trade smart money concepts, or narrowing it down, supply and demand like a pro. So we can see here this is a 15 minutes time frame, and the first things you want to do is mark your key levels, right? You want to mark your key levels. I already marked some here, so I won't be deleting them, so I'll just show you. So you can see from this point here, there was a sharp drop in price, a very sharp drop in price at this point here. All right, so you want to mark that like this, the last buy before the sell, which will act as our supply zone. The last buy before the sell, which acts like our supply zone, because at this point there was a break of structure to the upside, then a buy, and then we had a strong sell which changed our character, gave us a change of character, and then boom, it was huge. Right, then we had some kind of little bit of consolidation here and all of that, and then we came down into this point, formed a demand zone at this point. All right, you just observe at this point, formed a demand zone, and boom, we had our uptrend. Right, so now we've marked two levels in this point. We marked this swing low here, which was the point in which the market dipped the most to, and the supplies or the demand zone here, which was the last sell before the aggressive buy. You can see there's a change of character showing bullish momentum, and the indicators I use is SD Boring Explosive and then break of structure, change of character, both by nephew Sam. Alright, the first one, which is SD Boring Explosive, helps you mark all the supply zones. You can customize it the way you want for your own taste. And supply zone, demand zones, fair value gap, change of character, it helps mark out those, so it makes your life much more easier. So now, observing this, what can you see? We allowed price to retrace back up, and you see we marked a zone here previously. So if you want to make your life easier, so you're not sitting on the chart all day, you can just set an alert at this price, this last buy before the sell. So the low was around 196.56. So immediately price taps into that, you'll get alerted by your trading view, and then you can come in, check what's going on. Now, in order for you to take this trade effectively, you do not just want to set a limit order in this point, waiting, okay, when price gets to this point, it should react and go down. That is true, but you do not want to just set limit order because the market is crazy. It could break through it and then it's hitting your stop loss. So you want to make sure that you are trading at the safest way possible. So you want to see a candlestick that comes in there and then push down, so it closes on a low. So you can see we had a buy. When it got to that point, you see the candlestick respecting that zone and then closing on a low. It is extremely important that you wait for the candlestick to close. I have been a victim of this, trying to just enter the trade without waiting for the candle close, and I got burnt. Not on this trade, but in other trades. I actually took this trade, I made profit from it. So I decided, hey, let me just quickly drop an analysis. It's currently midnight here, but I just want to quickly drop this analysis so someone can learn from it. So you make sure the candlestick closes on a low. So that shows that yes, this supply zone is actually very valid. And we see I have two tabs on my trading view here. So I have the 15 minutes and I have the 1 minute here. So now at this very point is where you want to come into your 1 minute. In order for me to track it, let me just draw a trend line here so I can be able to at least track this point. Alright, yes, my network is glitching. Alright, good. So now I can easily track it. Okay, see it on the 1 minute time frame here. So we can see I just put this so I could be able to track where it is on the 1 minute time frame. So I'll just leave it there for living sake. Now look at this. What did we see here? Price tapped into that supply zone at the top in the 1 minute time frame. Remember, this is a combination of both your 15 minutes where the analysis was done, and then we are looking for entries on the 1 minute. Once we notice that price respected that supply zone on the 15 minute time frame, So you immediately come to the 1 minute time frame, and then you are looking for a change of character, and you can see the indicator marked it for us here as a change of character. So I'm going to zoom in like this, and then you see this with me. So you can see a change of character that was marked here, right? A change of character. Now, how do you enter? Some people enter at the change of character exact line, which is fine, but in order for you to still get a little bit of that clean sniper entry, then you want to enter at the last buy before the sell, which is this. This was the last buy before the sell, this one right here, right? So that's going to be our entry point. So you can take a trading view short position like this, right? So where do you set your stop loss? You set your stop loss at the fractal high. This is the fractal high here, which was the highest point price went to before rejecting back. So this is our fractal high, and then where is our entry? Our entry is at the last buy before the sell in the change of character, right? And then we are targeting a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. So set your TP like this, 1 to 2, clean 1 to 2. So now, being realistic, this is it here. So the change of character formed, and you were able to spot it, and then you could see 1 minute, 2 minutes, and the 3rd minute it triggered, and then boom, it's a very sniper entry. You could see price did not go back to that point again. So if you missed it, you missed it. That's why I say this is trading like a pro. You missed it, it's gone, it's never coming back there again. And you can see it hits that clean sniper entry, and then boom, 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 boom. We had a break of structure to the downward side, indicating yes, the market is truly bearish. We had another break of structure to the downward side, and I'm going to widen this like this, and then we had a fake change of character to the upward side, and then change of character to the downward side, and then we hit our TP. As simple as that. It's not really that complicated if you can come down and look at it. So look at it on the 15 minutes time frame. I'm going to delete this trend line here. So look at it. We entered here, and then we came out down here. Now we are not yet done. We are not yet done. So remember we marked this demand zone at this point, right? So price came to this point and touched it, even though it didn't really enter into it, but you could see that price rejected at this point, right? The sell came here down like this, rejected, and then we could see what happened next. We could see a buy, right? Which means it's respecting this demand zone, this demand point of interest here, and then we could see a buy to the upward side. Now let's draw a trend line so we could be able to mark that and see. All right, so I'm drawing this so I could see it on the 1 minute time frame, and we could see it here. So you see it came close to this demand zone, tapped in, and then respected it. We could see, what do we see here? We see a change of character to the upward side. Remember, you're always looking for a change of character to enter your trade. So you take a long like this, yeah. So where do you set your stop loss? You set your stop loss at the fractal low, which is the lowest point in which it's dipped to. And then now this is a bullish change of character, so we are going to be entering at the last sell before the buy. So we enter here like this, the last sell before the buy on the change of character, and targeting a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, which is this. All right. My light went off here, so you could see here it took a while for it to play out, but eventually it hit TP. So you can see tapped in and then rejected, boom, 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 break of structure, break of structure, break of structure, until the TP was hit. So let's look at it on the 15-minute time frame. So you could see we entered at this point, stop loss here, and then we sold it off back at that supply zone. So two clean easy trades for the day, beautiful, which is definitely 2R on the short, 2R on the long, 4R for the day if you risk 1%, and it is as simple as that. So that's how to trade supply and demand, smart money concepts like a pro, using your 15 minutes and your 1 minute time frame. So you do your analysis on the 15 minutes, and then you look for your entry and where you put your stop loss in your 1 minute, and then you watch the trade play out in your 15-minute time frame. You could also manage the trade properly on the 15-minute time frame, because if you're seeing something you don't like, or a rejection or something in which it's indicating price wants to change, then you can come out of the trade in profit, even though it doesn't hit your full TP. Right? But make sure it's not that you're just coming out because of fear or something. You're coming out because you're actually seeing a rejection you do not like. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.